at one point, right after the BET Awards of 2012, you end up going for well, how long were you in jail?
Like 7 years.
7 years.
I went in 2012. I got out. What's that? I went in 2012. I got out 2019, April.
Damn.
Yeah.
Can you talk about what you got busted for and what your charges
Well, they
were?
had me under a conspiracy for a bank fraud case. So what happened was, I was involved in something, got out of it, and a person pulled me back in by wearing a wire on me. And when they had the conversation with me, basically whatever they had already told the feds, when they had the conversation with me about me talking and being aware of what they were talking about, that showed that they were being truthful about them already telling on me. So that gave me conspiracy to the whole case, which made me number 2 in the indictment. And they indicted me. Yeah.
Okay, so you get indicted,
Mhm.
and do you fight the case? Do you take a deal?
Well, me and my co-defendant, our whole thing was to fight in the beginning. But once we seen everything that they had against us, it didn't make sense to fight it in my eyes. You know what I mean? He kind of struggled with it a little bit, but I knew that I couldn't take a deal without, I knew I couldn't take the deal if he didn't take the deal. Because if I take the deal, then I'm pleading to everything that they saying we did. And if he's going to trial, they're going to say, well, he already pleaded to everything, saying this is what y'all did, you and him did. Because, you know, in the feds, you get a PSI, you get, like, they tell you everything per count, and they build the story on who was doing what, how it was going, who was aiding and abetting who picked this person, so it was the entire story. So in order for me to get a lesser sentence, I would have to plead to that without no cooperating on anybody. But I would have to plead to those charges. And if I did that and he didn't, they could use his role and what I pleaded to against him at trial. So we decided to plead together to plead. You know what I'm saying? So I pleaded one day. He pleaded the next day behind me, and then we both got sentenced on the same day, but like 2 hours apart. Because everybody else in our case, besides maybe maybe 3 people, 3 other people didn't tell. But yeah, there was a person that wore a wire on me. There was a female from there was this girl from Jersey. She told on him. She told on him bad. She told on, you know, I didn't even know her. I knew her of her, but I didn't know her like that. But yeah, she told.
So, you know, you've been to jail before G Unit, and now you're going to jail
in the middle of,
and you're from G Unit.
In the middle of my shit.
You know what I'm saying? 50 Cent, man. I mean, you know, mogul, you know, huge, man. You know, what's it like for you now in jail, being from G Unit?
It's crazy because, like I said, people don't understand when you're in the streets and you walk away from something that it can still come back to you. You know what I'm saying? Because I was actually out of it. I wasn't even doing it no more. So it was just like, it was already an investigation, and it came back in the midst of things going on for me. So when I went to jail, I was up behind it. I couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe, like, damn, they told on me, and this shit coming up, and this shit is old, and I'm like, damn. So, you know, I had to face the music that my music career wasn't going to be. I didn't even, like, even before I went to jail, I didn't even know if 50 and them was even going to with me no more. You know what I mean? Because of my past shit. And they supported me every step of the way. Like, you know, he gave me money towards my lawyer. He was even trying to put up money for me not to go to jail. But the lawyer couldn't guarantee that if the money was paid back, that I wouldn't go to jail. And he looked at me and I'm like, nah, bro, I'm gonna just go do what I gotta do because I don't wanna have this man put up $250,000 for me and I still go to jail. And then when I come home, it's like I'm just a nigga that went to jail and you wasted $250,000 on and you didn't get your money back from. Like, who wants to see that nigga? You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to be that. You know, and people don't understand like so much he's done so much for me, you know, opportunities, sending me money, sending me a Sprinter when I got out, coming to see me in Philly when I got out, being in my video, just doing different things, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, when you got a person like that or people like that in your life, you're supposed to be there to do anything they may need you to do, you know what I'm saying? So whether it's rapping, security, assistant, making this run, being there, whatever it may be, that's what I'm willing to do for my people because that's just the loyalty in me. They didn't have to do shit for me. You know what I mean? I'm not just like that with them. I'm like that with people that y'all don't even see, like my cousin who's sitting behind the scenes. I'm like that with him. So it's like, you know, and my family and my loved ones. So I'm like that with everybody. So when people say little shit, oh, he 50 security, he this, he that. Yeah, but I'm seeing the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm leveling up. I've made more money doing shit than other niggas have done doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I may be security doing this. I'm an artist here. I'm a manager here. I'm an entrepreneur here. I'm an owner here. It's like I wear multiple hats. And when you in this industry, you can't wear one hat because you ain't gonna get no more nothing. You only gonna get one check. So you gotta get in where you fit in with this shit.
I see you were in the same jail as Southwest T.
Yup. I was in the same jail as Southwest T. We was in Fort Dix together. Me and T was in a hole together. We used to talk through the vent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what was that like?
Crazy. Now, me being in the jail, I can say that I had some moments in the jail where I had to get busy. You know what I'm saying? Cause jail is jail, man. Like I ain't want to run around in jail looking like the man and looking like, you know, like I ain't want to do that. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't care. I'd be in that joint woofing, walking around. People be like, 50 ain't no with that nigga. They don't with him like that. He ain't, man, that nigga. Look, they cut him off. All because I'm not running around buying every pair of sneakers that come on commissary, buying every sweatsuit that come on commissary to look cute for a bunch of niggas. I didn't care about that shit. I just wanted to get the fuck out of there. So, you know, I had a few times where I had to get busy and handle my business, but I didn't get played with. I didn't get played with like that.
Do you have any stories or anything with Southwest T you could share?
The phones, we was getting the phones. We was getting the phones in there, sending the phones over, because he was on the west side. He know the vibes. He was on the west side, I was on the east side. Know what I mean? I don't want to say too much because if people in them joints that's still doing what they do, that's provide for their family. So all I'm gonna say is, you know, we was doing us.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.